Welcome to today's pint-sized 10 over one-day exhibition match. I'm Mark Nicholas and I'm thrilled to be here to bring you today's broadcast of the cricket. We're bound to see some powerful hitting. This isn't a game for the faint-hearted. This is a very wet surface and will be hard to play your strokes on. I think it might move around a bit too. I mean, it's a pretty good toss to win this, and I expect the bowlers to dominate, never mind the first session, most of the day.
Beautifully timed through the covers for four.
Well, he smashed that for four, and what a big smile on his face.
It looked as if he was home to me. Batsmen changed their mind.
That was a superb cover drive. You know, that's one actually to replay and to show to the youngsters, because everything is right about that technically. Too short, and it got what it deserved.
He's found the gap with that one. These will be leg byes. That looked really nasty. I'll be surprised if we see him again in this innings. That's a cracking shot.
And now the confidence is seeping through. He dispatched that with, well, with ease and grace. Now, for all you youngsters out there, that is a perfect example of how to play the stroke. Oh, don't you love that straight drive? Few people that I've ever seen play it better, and that was, well, that was perfect. Exciting player. There's risk in that stroke, but it is maximum.
A top shot.
The bowling side can now have up to 5 players outside the inner ring.
Great shot, that's 4 all the way.
Oh, good shot. Saw it early, got in position quickly and nailed it.
He's worked that into the gap. He's not a good judge of a run, is he?
smashed that a long, long way. That is great to watch for the neutral, not so good for the bowler.
Done him.
Well bowled, very well bowled, straight and full when it mattered. Would you believe it? He got settled and then just gave his wicket away.
This was how the wicket fell.
Oh, there's a demoralising sight for any bowler. The ball is just sailing over the fence. Effortless, brilliant and maximum.
6. Play it away with comfort. Fielded by the man out long on. I think he was easily back in the crease there. They've turned that into 2. That's good running. If he runs here, the sweeper picks up. A hopeful shout, and the batsman was easily in. There's just one there. Smashed that a long way. That's the second 6 from the over. And the end of the over.
The bowler can't believe it. That's out of the ground. Maximum.
Fielder's appeal, but he was quite comfortably home.
Yeah, he'll be pleased with that. It came pretty much out of the middle of the bat, and all in all, he looks in good touch.
It looked as if he was home to me. The fielder's appeal, but he was quite comfortably home. That must be close. Let's see the action replay. That's the end of the 5th over.
Super stroke. Do you know, I didn't think that was a bad ball either.
There's his half century.
He's applied himself superbly out there. You know, conditions have been tricky, but it's a top-class innings. The fielder did very well there. He made it look easy, but actually it was a whole lot more difficult than it looked. Well, he's played beautifully out there, so confident.
They'll be looking for that ball for days. He was pushing his luck a little there. They've turned that into 2. That's good running.
Miles! He's hit it miles!
That's a big hit. It's 6. Marvellous stuff. Hopeful shout, the batsman was easily in.
You must make sure that you keep your eyes on the ball or you will fumble, particularly on an outfield like that.
They've turned that into 2. That's good running.
Never mind the fielder, the bloke in row 10's got the best chance of catching that. Don't even bother chasing that. That's away into the bleachers.
Smashed that one right out of the ground. Beautiful piece of fielding. In the air and gone. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. What a marvellous catch. Well taken. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Yourself a complimentary beverage, son.
Well, he hardly seemed to hit it, and it's 6.
What a catch! What a catch! Let's see the action replay of that. Hit straight to a fielder. Direct hit would have got him.
Now that came right out of the middle of the bat.
Brilliantly caught.
Well, that's a lazy shot, you know. What a waste.
We can have a look at that again. Foolish running. That's simply throwing wickets away.
There was never a run there, never. You sensed it from the off. I can't even believe they tried it.
We can have a look at that again. It looked as if he was home to me. fielder's appeal, but he was quite comfortably home. They've turned that into 2. That's good running. A hopeful shout, and the batsman was easily in. Oh, that must be close. That's the red light. He's out. Super catch.
What an amazing first innings that was. You can see that the players are looking pretty good after their break. We're feeling pretty good too about the rest of this match. With me commentating is Richie Bennett.
Confident appeal. It's straight to a fielder. He's winded, but I think he'll be okay to continue. Got him, yes, he's out. Lovely catch, he's got a great pair of hands. This was it. Struck in front. The umpire raised his finger and he's out. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. That's a big appeal. Let's see the action replay.
Oh, he made a terrible mess of the stumps.
We can have a look at
The batsman will have to reassess the field now that those fielding restrictions have been lifted. Remember, 5 players can be outside the ring.
Stopped in the covers. Super stuffer. And there's a fielder under it.
Good concentration. He steadied himself. He had so long to think about it. They're the worst. They're horrible to take. This really has been a fine spell, as good as you'll see of its type, and well deserving that wicket.
He's gone for a duck.
Oh, the batsman will be kicking himself. It was such a good shot. He looked in good touch, and it's an unbelievable bit of fielding.
Oh, big shout for that one. And the end of the over. Zimbabwe have changed their field. That must be close. That's out. Caught.
That's not a great stroke. It's almost as if he lost concentration.
It's edged and out. Great catch. He got his hands in the right place and somehow it stuck. It's straight to a fielder. It's straight to a fielder. And we have a change of bowling. Zimbabwe have changed their field. Stopped in the covers. That's out.
Well, you can't miss straight balls, not at this level. That is as comprehensive an end as you'll see.
About to see a change in the bowling. It's straight to a fielder.
Well bowled, very well bowled, straight and full when it mattered. And they've clinched victory here in this limited overs match. That's it from me, that's it from Richie too. We've had a splendid day here. We hope that you've enjoyed it. See you soon.